No words, people. No words at all. Forget the normal intro, forget the upbeat intro. I am fuming, guys. I cannot believe this. It has happened again and should have known. Just copy and pasting performances. Control C, Control V from last week and every single game this season. I don't even know where to begin. I do not know where to begin. But one thing that I do know, guys, is that what is happening right now is totally unacceptable. Totally unacceptable. We should be doing better than we're doing. I appreciate that there's there's some mitigating factors, but we should be doing better than what's happening on the pitch right now. And we simply aren't. And I don't know. I don't know where we go from here, guys. I don't know where we go from here in terms of the biggest issue, putting the ball in the back of the net. And I don't know how we sort that out. I do not know how we sort that out, but it's not good enough. It's one win from our first 6 Premier League games. And yes, you can say, and I've said it, it's been fine margins. We've been on the wrong end of a few things here and there. But ultimately now, it's all very well saying it's a project and things could look good in a few years' time. But doesn't mean that you've got a free pass to not pick up any results in the meantime, in the interim period. It simply does not mean that. And I don't know what the answer is, but it's today no surprise at all. No surprise at all. We're terrible right now, and we do it to ourselves every single game. And the goal was terrible from Thiago Silva. It was terrible from Robert Sanchez, who, apart from that, had a very good game. And we're just poor. We're just poor at this point in time. By the way, guys, do hit the likes, run them up, people. Appreciate all of you tuning in. It's tough to turn up when we're doing so shit, but you've got to do it. You've got to face the music. If you can enjoy other clubs' downfalls, then you've got to show up when your own club's going through a difficult spell, and that's what's happening right now. And I had a bad feeling about the game today. I said it on Twitter. I said it in the preview. I thought I wasn't sure what to expect today. Felt nervous about the game. Felt nervous about everything that was going on, kind of just this season so far, and in terms of what's happening. And I think I've been kind of fully vindicated in my words. But look, people are going to come for the manager, and look, there's certain things I agree with in that, but one thing I don't agree with is people saying that the manager should leave. I mean, what is that? What is that possibly achieving? Yes, we can have conversations about things that he's done, because I disagree with certain things that he's done and would like an explanation. But right now, if this fan base keeps giving managers fewer than 6 games to succeed, we're not going to be a serious club again. The toxicity right now is completely off the charts. If we're just going to not be able to give managers, if 6 games is our limit for managers, and then we think they should be out after 6 games, then we are in for a serious issue. Serious issue. We cannot be saying that managers need to go after 6 base. Toxicity is at an all-time high. Look, the club and the players right now need our support more than ever at this moment. Yes, you can be critical of things. Yes, you can, do that. Of course, it's easy to be a fan during the good times. It's so easy to be a fan when you're winning and you're doing well. But it's times like these right now where we show as a fan base what we're made of. Yes, you can have your opinions. Yes, you can criticize. Yes, you can do this and that. But ultimately, this is where the support really counts. And look, people can have their opinions on the manager, fine. But to suggest that after 6 games that the right idea is to get rid of this manager, we should be looking for a different manager, as if that's going to make any difference at this point in time. There's going to be fans that have illogical thoughts, such as getting rid of the manager, but there are some logical Chelsea fans, that understand what's going on and know that sacking a manager every 5 minutes is not going to do anything at all. And if there's anyone in the chat that thinks sacking the manager is the right thing to do, could they please let me know what they're hoping, what they think that will achieve? If there's any people in there. But look, let me get to a few things in the chat first, people, and then I will dive back into this. But look, it's all love here. It's all love. But yeah, look, if people have got those opinions, then I'd like to hear the reasoning behind them, because I cannot see any logic in it whatsoever. I'm not having the same season like last season, and Pochettino needs to stop playing players out of position. I agree on that. Yes, big up my guy. I mean, look, it doesn't get any easier. Brighton on Wednesday, but at least we haven't got to wait another week and sit on that defeat. We've got a couple of days, and we can go again and try and do something. I told you before that Chelsea. No, we were going downhill long before Tuchel left. The trophies just papered over it. Yes, the trophies were great and stuff, but they papered over it, and we were going downhill long before then. So it's not just since Tuchel left. Excuse me, it was taking place under him as well, and before him. We need an elite level. No, look, I don't understand. People think that it just takes a top tier manager to sort this out. You could put any manager in right now, and they'd be struggling. They 100% would be struggling. Would it be 1 win in 6? Maybe not, but they would be struggling because there are so many new parts at Chelsea. The club from top to bottom is virtually brand new in every aspect. So we can't be saying that, oh, we just drop an elite manager and it's fine. This is not a team. This is not a team. It's not a cohesive unit. It's not well gelled. People don't know each other. So this idea that we put an elite manager in and it fixes everything is just nonsensical. In my opinion. Poch's no feeling for Chelsea. No, it's not a waste of time. Like, I don't know how people can say it's a waste of time after 6 games. Yes, there's alarming things, and yes, there's concerns. But you know, things will improve, I feel. But look, it's all very well just blaming the owners. Like, they're not the ones going out on the pitch. Yes, we've gone down this recruitment, this strategy, and we're doing something very different, and it's bold, and it's very high risk, but it could also potentially be high reward. And it's going to take time. You know, it is going to take time, but I fully appreciate that we can't just be like, oh, it's going to take time, and the results in the meantime don't matter until it starts working. I get that, but what's the solution here, people? What's the solution? Done that. I know we did not score today because we can't finish anything. We cannot finish anything. Goal of September so far. Yeah. I missed the days when we had more than one goal for our goal of the month competition, but now whoever scores is going to win goal of the month. So that's how we are. Brighton haven't kept a clean sheet all season, so chances are Chelsea will have a goal in September. Maybe, but it's the cup, so yeah, it wouldn't count towards our league title. And it's typical as well. Ollie Watkins scores today. First goal of the season for Ollie Watkins, and of course it was against us. Of course it was. These owners need to come under severe scrutiny now. Look, what I would say is that obviously I think it's clear that there's been too many changes too quickly. I don't think there's any denying there's been too many changes too quickly. But they're here for 10 years. That's the minimum they're going to be here for. So yes, we can criticize certain things they've done, but this is not all on them. I do find it, in my opinion, a bit of a lazy narrative that this is all the owner's fault, because I don't think it is. Yes, they've made mistakes, and yes, they made a lot of changes too quickly, but to suggest that they're at fault for what's going on the pitch, I don't fully agree with that. What else? Just big up Michael. Yeah, it was shocking today. It was terrible. It is a project. It is a process, and you can acknowledge that, but you can also say that that's all well and good, but what are we doing about trying to fix up right now and get points right now? I said from this run of 4 games between the last international break and the next one, we needed 10 points minimum, 3 wins and a draw. We've got a draw and a defeat already. What confidence have I got in this team from the first 6 games to think that, oh, we're going to go and win away at Fulham, we're going to go up to Burnley and win? Like, I just don't have that confidence right now. We must not panic. No, look, I'm not panicking in terms of like, oh my God, it's a disaster, everything's finished, we're finished out here. But there are legitimate concerns, and when you keep losing football matches, when you can keep having copy and paste performances, and you can write the script for what's going to happen in pretty much every single game, then it does become a big concern. And there's got to be some questions for Pochettino. I'm not writing the manager off. I'm not saying the manager needs to go or anything ridiculous like that, but I am saying that there needs to be a few questions asked. Team selection, tactics, like what are we doing? Like what's going on? You know, these are questions that need to be asked. Yes, big up my guy. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, it's tough out here. Had my doubts about Poch point of view, lacks winning mentality. No, that's fair enough. We get everything: fouls, yellow and red cards, offsides, but we never get a goal or a win. No, we don't. What's my breaking point? Oh, geez, well, I survived last season, so it's obviously, so it must be pretty strong. By the way, guys, keep running the likes up, people. It's going to be a bit of a therapy session tonight, a bit of a rant, all this sort of thing. So yeah, please do run the likes up, guys, and subscribe to the channel as well. Let's get this as close to 100 likes as we can. 78 in the building, 38 likes. Run the likes up, people. Run the likes up. And hit the subscribe button if you are new around here as well. Breaking point, I don't know. Let's wait and see. But look, Champions League qualification already, and I know I'm being patient. And I still think we can potentially do that. I'm not going to write it off after 6 games. But the reality of the situation is, what, 10 odd points off the top 5 spaces already? Something's got to change, and something's got to change very quickly. Very, very quickly. I'm sick of this. Why are we playing bad at Stamford Bridge? We're playing bad everywhere. I really don't get why Poch took Mudryk off so many other players. Yeah, that's another thing I'm going to get into as well, people. That was a disgrace, in my opinion, because he was looking like one of our most attacking players with the most threat. You go down to 10 men. Sterling was horrendous today. You go down to 10, and you need an out ball. You need someone with pace. You can just knock a ball over the top and he can run onto it, try and hold it up. Instead, he takes him off again. First time of asking, why is he the first player off? He was way better than Sterling today, in my opinion. Sterling has got dreadful decision-making. And again, this point as well. I saw it in the last 2 games, Nottingham Forest and fucking Bournemouth. Enzo Fernandez is not a number 10. Can we please stop playing Enzo Fernandez as a 10? Please stop it. Why is Poch playing Cole at left back, Enzo as 10? Doesn't make sense. I agree. It doesn't make sense. He misses so many chances. His decision-making is horrific. Absolutely horrific decision-making from Raheem Sterling. Yeah, I mean, I would agree that it's a slight concern that even Frank Lampard looked like he was getting more out of Enzo Fernandez than Pochettino is right now, and that's got to be a concern. He's not getting enough out of enough of these players. That is the reality of the situation. He's not getting enough out of these players, and that's it. It's tough. I like Poch, but his sub choices today made no sense. I agree. Jesus, there's so many things coming in the chat. So many things coming in the chat. Guys, I'll try and get to as many of these things as possible. At the moment, my monetization thing's not working because my fucking Google account's locked. So, it can't send the super chat in. But if you want to become a channel member, hit the link in the description and you can support me that way as well. I'm going to have to scroll to the bottom because I'm miles behind in the chat and we'll be here all night otherwise, guys. So I'm sure there's some good stuff coming through. Let's have a look. Do you think our attackers finish against their... Oh, bro, we're finished, mate. No, they probably don't. I'm glad to not watch the match live, as it would have been frustrating. Yeah, it is. No need to tell me. What do you think of Gusto red card? It's one of them. Could have been 50-50. Could have been the 50-50. Look, it's just, unfortunately, it's just one of those, guys. It is just one of those. At least we beat Burnley. Well, let's hope so, mate. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. I have no idea why we're so bad. Bro, I don't really know either. I don't know what's going on, but we are awful. We are awful right now, and that's the bottom line. Can Gallagher play? Well, no. Why can't Cole Palmer be playing there? This is my thing with Pochettino. Yes, there are mitigating factors. Yes, injuries are a big problem, but in the teams we've faced and the games that we've played, people, there's been more than enough quality on the pitch. We've created more than enough chances to win those games of football, and we simply haven't done that. That's 3 games on the spin now, no goal. And it's not like we're playing top-class opposition. Fucking winless Bournemouth, fucking Nottingham Forest. Again, today, a good Aston Villa side, but I don't understand why Cole Palmer doesn't start. We've got a midfield that doesn't score any goals in Caicedo, Enzo, and Gallagher today. You've got Raheem Sterling, whose form has fallen off a cliff right now. I thought he had a good start to the season. And yeah, it's peak out here. It is peak out here, people. That's all I can say right now. Too many excuses for Enzo, basically not good enough. Nah, come on, bro. Come on now. Let's not be silly like that. Hopefully the suspensions will force a change of selection. Yep, Nicholas Jackson suspended, picked up a 5th yellow card. He's probably thought he's had enough, to be perfectly honest. Probably had enough. I don't blame him. What else have we got? No, we're not going to be in a relegation battle, guys. We're not going to be in a relegation battle. Pre-season was good. One thing I don't get is why has the whole pre-season plan been totally abandoned. I get it, Nkunku's injured, but why has the whole plan changed? Why can we not just put Cole Palmer in there and then and then try that? Why can't we do that? I don't understand it. I do not understand it. I mean, look, the last two games, there is a sense of irony, people. There is a sense of irony. You know, we've created more than enough chances when we've been unlucky, but yet in both those games, Sanchez has pretty much been our man of the match. So there's a little bit of a of contradictions, you could say, in that one. It's a little bit ironic, a little bit ironic in that one. But look, the fixture list does not get any easier. I'm not looking too far ahead. We've got to take it a game at a time, guys. We can't start looking sort of 4 or 5 games ahead of ourselves here. Jackson's maybe the greatness of Harry Kane is the only. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. What else have we got? I think the attacking build-up play is too slow and easy to read, so they can park the bus and block our shots. Yeah, Palmer. This is why I don't understand why Cole Palmer doesn't play more, and this is why I get frustrated with the manager in this instance. Is why is Cole Palmer not playing more? Every time he's come on, in the 3 appearances he's made for the club, he's actually been very, very good when he's come on. He looked like he's someone that is going to make something happen, and yeah, and yet he still can't seem to force his way in the team. We seem to have this obsession that Conor Gallagher has to play every game right now. And he's had a good start to the season, but Conor Gallagher is not a Chelsea starter. He's not. I'm sorry, not on a weekly basis, week in, week out, is he a starter. He's captaining the football club. And yes, he can be a good squad player. And I'm pleased that he's had a good start to the season. I'm glad we kept him. But at the same time, people, come on. Come on, we've got Cole Palmer sat on the bench. We've struggled to score goals. And yet we limit the amount of attacking players we've put on the pitch because we're obsessed with playing Conor Gallagher. I don't get it. I don't get it. Palmer will start once he's forgotten Pep's coaching. And Palmer should be starting. Palmer should have started the last game against Bournemouth. He should have started this game as well. It should have been Enzo and Caicedo in the pivot, Mudryk, Palmer, Sterling, all behind Jackson. I just want to see that. What is it too much to ask for from Pochettino to see Levi Colwill play as a centre-back, see Ben Chilwell play as a left-back, see a pivot of Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo, and see a 3 behind the striker of Mudryk on the left, Cole Palmer in the middle, and fucking Raheem Sterling on the right-hand side, or Noni Madueke, whoever it is. Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask? Mark, I hear you, brother. I hear you. Like, I couldn't name you a single team that I think, yeah, we'll go and beat them. Maybe other than Luton Town. There's no way today we go to Sheffield United away and win 8-0. No chance. We probably struggle in that game. Didn't think that this season would be worse than last season, but it's not looking good. No, it's not looking good right now. Mudryk had a decent game today as well. Agreed. No, I don't think I said there's another Cucurella. No chance. Absolutely not. I'm certain that he'll do very well, but. Yeah, it's peak right now. It's peak right now. How much of this do you think is on Poch? I know most of these players lack experience, but I feel like he's letting them down big time. Playing. Look, some of this is on Poch, absolutely, but some of this is also on the players for not finishing their chances. Like Poch has coached games where we should have won at least 2 or 3 of the games that we've drawn or lost, and he's coached a performance that warranted a win, but the players couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. That's not on him. But then what is on him is the tactical side of things, the selection of players. Not playing in their positions, the substitutions not always being right. Those are on him. So, look, it's on the players, sure, and it's also on him. And we need to see more from him, and we need to see more from him quickly because each game that passes, we're getting further and further away from those Champions League spaces, and it's not looking good out here. Yes, big up my guy. I'll be willing to give Poch time, but it's almost like he's too scared to play more attacking players. I think he half plays with a handbrake on. Like, for me, look, today is a classic example of that as well, of playing with a handbrake on. We didn't really go for it at 1-0 down. Yes, we had the Chilwell opportunity, but we didn't really go for it. I'd much rather us lose 2-0, but at least lose 2-0 trying and going for it and trying to make a big difference. Like if we go for it and try and score and try and create opportunities and throw caution to the wind, then I don't mind it. I don't mind it. But I don't like seeing us fucking just defend and just hold out for a 1-0. Like, we're losing. Let's go for it. If we lose 1-0 or we lose 2-0, it doesn't make any difference. A bit more risk, a bit more caution to the wind. Let's just go for it because we've got nothing to lose in these situations and we just don't go for it. We're playing with a handbrake on. Broyo's back, yeah. Poch, I wouldn't say it's looking clueless, but there are questions that do need to be asked as to why things aren't going the way that they should be right now. Should we be doing better? Yes. Should we be doing miles better? Maybe not, because this is where we are right now with an entirely new team and a new team of complete inexperience and young players. So should we be doing that much better? Yes, we should do better, but should we be doing miles better? I'm not sure if we should be doing fucking miles better. I mean, what else? So much stuff coming in the chat. Apologies, people here. So I can't get it to all of it. How are Tottenham so much better than us with worse players? Now, look, this is where I get a little bit annoyed because we don't understand. People don't understand where the clubs are at a starting point. Spurs were starting at a completely different position to what Chelsea are. Spurs haven't changed their whole squad. We've changed the whole squad. Yes, Ange Postecoglou is getting a lot more out of Tottenham right now, but there's a lot more experienced players in there. There's a lot more established professionals, and he's come in and he's had a huge impact. Whereas at Chelsea, we're full of inexperience, bar 2 or 3 players, new manager, completely new club, top to bottom. So I think that's why, yes, it's obviously we should be doing better, but, you know, Spurs and Chelsea are in a completely different situation right now. Guys, keep running the likes up, by the way, people. We should hit the 100 likes tonight, which would be great. 130 of you in the building, guys. Keep smashing that like button. We're on 61 likes. Smash the like button, guys. Get it up towards 100 and hit that subscribe button if you are new round here as well. It would be greatly appreciated. And what is another difficult afternoon for Chelsea and being a Chelsea fan. A bit of a therapy session. Nah, it's just that Poch is a weak-minded bottle job. He's scared to make changes. I think that's a little bit harsh. Look, I agree that certain tactical decisions have not been right. Certain team selections have not been right, and I disagree with certain things that he's done. But do I believe he's the right manager to take us forward? Yes. Do I believe that things will improve under him? Yes. But right now, things don't seem like they're going to improve very quickly. Gallagher's the type of player you sub on. Yeah, I would agree with that. Look, I don't know. I'm not sure I agree with that. Let's see, people. Let's see. But big up, yes, big up, my guy. Yes, big up, brother. I can understand why Poch suffered. I agree with that. I said it earlier. Like, he was our main threat for me. Sterling was horrendous today, in my opinion. And when you're down to 10, you need an out ball, like someone that's pacey that you can knock balls over the top for them to run onto. And we took off our biggest attacking threat in my mind. Look, we've gone down. The owner's criticism for me is valid in some quarters, sure. Changing too much too quickly. This recruitment process is not conducive to short-term results. This is very much with the long term in mind, and we need to realize that. And that's all well and good. It's a project, whatever, long terms in mind, but what does that mean about the short term? Does that mean, the short term doesn't matter? Because right now we need some results quickly and we need some results in the short term ASAP. And we don't appear to be getting there. We don't appear to be getting those results in the short term. And I don't know what we do to fix it. We're a million miles away right now. Yes, defensively, we're fine. We're not letting in a lot of goals. I think that's 6 goals in 6 games, averaging a goal a game, conceding. Defensively, we're not too bad. I don't worry about us defensively. Midfield, we're set. Obviously, we need to create the partnerships and the understanding there. But for whatever reason, whatever sort of players we try in the attacking third, it doesn't matter who it is, doesn't matter what system, what tactics we employ, we just can't put the ball in the back of the fucking net. And until that changes, we are not going to win any football matches. And the best we're going to do is draw 0-0, or we're going to end up losing by the odd goal, which is exactly what we were doing, exactly what we've been doing. So yeah, it's peak out here, people. It is fucking grim right now. Fucking grim right now. Either the owners are behind the team selection or Poch doesn't know his best. I don't think he does know his best 11. And that's another problem. When you bring in so many new players so quickly, it's... Bro's accusing me of enjoying... Bro, I pay my money every week, follow this team up and down the country. I'm not enjoying watching us lose, brother. I'm not enjoying us lose. I can tell you that, bro. I can tell you that. I'm not enjoying watching us lose. Yeah, I imagine I will be there, bro. I'll be there. Matoma against Assassin next match looking good for us. No, it's not. The only thing we can question is Pochettino tactics such as Cole at left back. Yeah, I agree with that. Poch doesn't help himself, just play them in there. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. And that's exactly what I've been saying. Oh, bro, come on. Like, I'm giving my opinion. You've got yours. No problem, brother. But I'm not a plastic fan. I pay my money every week. I go up and down the country following the team. I've got my views. It's not good enough right now, but changing the manager is not the answer. I promise you. After 6 games, if you think changing the manager is the answer, fair. But that's completely wrong. That's not changing anything, bro. It's not changing anything. We're creating chances, totally different last season. I agree with that. Sterling may have been poor today, but he started the season far better than he finished the last one. No, I'm not writing him off after one poor game, but I thought it was awful today. I'll be real. I thought it was dreadful today. This is so bad. We haven't moved forward. Is this worse than the pot of rain? No, it's not worse than the pot of rain. Look, guys, it's been 6 games. I understand that, you know, it's been tough out here. It's been tough for us, but it's 6 games, people. 6 games. I don't think we should be panicking. We should be concerned for sure. And we should be worried, but I don't think it's a full-blown crisis. I don't think it's a full-blown crisis. Things need to improve and improve quickly. I'd rather be okay losing playing attacking football. Texas, big up, my brother. Our players are not better than the Spurs. Every fan base overrates their players. Chelsea, no different. Do you know what? I kind of had this realization after the game, and I think I was speaking with Chelsea Dodgers after the game, and like maybe. And look, I think we agree that these players are talented, and some of them will work out well for us, and others won't. But maybe right now, a lot of these players we've bought with the future in mind aren't up to it right now. Maybe aren't good enough right now. That could be the reality of the situation, is that we've got a team of players who are full of potential, are young and exciting, but maybe right now they're not quite good enough. And I think that's the realization we've got right now, is that maybe this squad isn't good enough right now. The squad's very talented. The squad's exciting. You know, there's lots of potential to work with. There's lots of players that can be developed and improved. But maybe right now, to get the results in the short term that we need, maybe this squad's not good enough. Maybe these players aren't good enough right now. I think that maybe that's the reality of the situation right now. Yeah, it's a different way of doing things. It's a different way of doing things. And short term right now, it's not looking good, people. It's not looking good. Look, this in a few years' time could be great, but in a few years' time doesn't resolve the here and now. I fully agree with that. It's high risk, high reward, this, and right now it's looking like there's not much reward at the end of the tunnel. Under every manager, we miss chances. What has changed? Nothing's changed. We missed chances under every single fucking manager. Every single manager, we waste chances and miss. We can't finish anything. Match going fans should send a message: stop going to games for the whole season. Right, that's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. Fans are always going to go. Team chemistry starts with stability and continuity. Something in short supply at Stamford Bridge. Agreed with that. What else is going on here? Got so many stuff coming in. So much. I'm just gonna. Gunners 88 in the chat. Yep, new banter FC. Fucking hell. Yeah. Well, it is right now, people. I can't lie. It is right now. By the way, guys, 132 of you in the building. Big up. I'm sure there's a few of you in here that are enjoying the demise, and I'm sure there's a few of you in here as well that are new. So please hit that subscribe button, guys. 6 subscribers away from 6.4K. Let's get it done tonight, people. Let's at least have something positive to celebrate on the channel, and let's get this to 100 likes as well, people. That would be massively appreciated. Wait till we get relegated. No, bro, we're not going to get relegated. I don't know if we made more chances last season. Yeah, come on, people. I mean, you can call me a lot of things if you want. You can say I'm deluded. You can say that you don't agree with my views. But I'm not a plastic, people. I promise you that. Man's not a plastic. So, yeah, I'm not a plastic. What else have we got? After such a positive preseason. Yeah, but you know what, right? This is the thing, people. It's clear to me that the plan from pre-season has been completely left behind. Like, we were cooking in pre-season. I know it's only pre-season, but there were clear patterns of play. There's a clear identity. Yes, Nkunku was a massive part of that. But why have we just abandoned the whole thing we were doing in pre-season and he decides to adopt a Ben Chilwell left wing. We're all over the fucking place. Like, why have all the pre-season plans gone completely out of the window? That is what I'd like to know, and that's what I'd like to ask. Why are the pre-season plans out the window, guys? Why? What? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But right now, there's a huge misprofiling of players, and it's baffling. I've got to be honest, people. The misprofiling of players by the gaffer right now is baffling. Colwell left back, Chilwell as a forced left wing at the expense of Mudryk, who needs the minutes to develop. Ends up operating at a 10 when he's a deep lying playmaker. Palmer should be starting regularly, and Conor Gallagher shouldn't be. That's the thing. That's the thing. The misprofiling of players is absolutely baffling for me right now. Maybe so right now, but we're the only team in London with a European Cup, so we're gonna enjoy that one. We're gonna enjoy that one. Eunice said Chelsea. We said we are in a crisis and we're done. I'll watch Eunice's stuff afterwards. Got a lot of time for Eunice. Yeah, I'll watch that. Even Mourinho got Lukaku scoring, but it is Serie A. Lukaku does bang goals there. I'm just gonna scroll down. Yes, big up my brother. Yeah, no, you did. Fair play. I haven't got a problem with Arsenal fans, although there are a lot of them were saying that they were going to fucking smash Spurs today, and it was a 2-2. So yeah, just give it one of them. Little James Madison dart. Why does it? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to scroll down. I'm gonna have to scroll down. I'm gonna scroll down and miss quite a lot of stuff out in the chat. Apologies. There's so much coming in. Miserable. Yeah, I hear it. Yeah, it is miserable. Guys, 20 likes away from 100 likes, people. Run those likes up. Smash the like button, people. Let's get it moving. Come on, guys. Come on, people. It's Sunday night. It's a bit of a therapy session. 140 people in the building. 20 likes required to 100. And keep smashing the subscribe button if you're new around here as well. No excuses not to be on 100 likes, guys. I know there's people in here that are enjoying it, people that aren't enjoying it from a fan perspective. There's 20 of you that are lurking here that haven't smashed that like button. So run the likes up, people. It's the least you could do. It's the smallest thing you could do, and I'd greatly appreciate it. But yeah, it's fucking miserable. It really is. And we're going to do it all again on Wednesday, Nino. Let's enjoy it. How far away is Broya from regular game time? Big up big up Quinn in the building. Hello, mate. Hope you're doing well, brother. I'm sure, it must be the same one that I know. So yeah, big yourself up, mate. I don't know. Well, I mean, maybe he starts in the cup against Brighton because Jackson's going to be banned, so we've got no centre forward. So let's wait and see what happens. What else we got? The Sassy right back. Yeah, I would agree, brother. The Sassy will be right back. In fairness, the Sassy today, after Gusto was sent off, he showed the most attacking intent, out of everyone. He really did. He showed the most attacking intent. Clueless FC, it seems that way right now. Oh, brother, we're not going back to this Hansi Flick thing again. He's washed, fam. He's washed. I promise you, Hansi Flick is not the answer, people. Maybe he is. Let me bring up those. Pochettino quotes, and I know people love to overanalyze. People love to overanalyze quotes. They really do. But maybe there is something telling in the Pochettino quotes after the game. Let me just find it. Well, let's do this quickly first. Let me just bring this up on the screen real quick, guys, and I will find the Pochettino quotes as well. I'm just going to bring this up on the screen because it makes grim reading for us in 2023 in the Premier League. There's no two ways about it. So, Fabrizio Romano kindly providing this graphic for us. Chelsea in the Premier League in 2023, 13 defeats, 9 draws, 5 wins, and 3 defeats, 2 draws, and a win under Pochettino this season. We need to accept it's a project. Poch said ahead of the Villa game. I think we understand it's a project, but there's also a realization that a project doesn't mean you can just discard all short-term results and play the project card. We can't do that. Big up, Charlie. Yes, big up. Where's my brother? It will sort itself, but the problem is I don't know when and I don't know how long it's going to take. Those are the two big issues. How long is it going to take and when's it going to happen? We're getting relegated. We're not getting relegated. Brother, I don't know. I don't know. It seems that no one knows how to score, but yet all the training videos are players banging the ball in the back of the fucking net. So, yeah, it is what it is right now. But it is relegation form at this point in time. Sure, you're still out for 3 games. Jackson suspended. Bro, back in the starting lineup next game. You would think so. Things will get better. Arsenal are 5 years ahead of us with only a year older average age of squad. So even if this project comes good, they'll still be clear of us. Look, Arsenal are miles ahead of us. Of course they are, because they're 3 or 4 years into what Mikel Arteta is doing. We're 6 games into what Pochettino's doing. Yes, they had a youngest squad in the league last year, but a lot of those players have got experience. And what I mean by that is, like, when people say, "Oh, Mudryk's the same age as Saka and Martinelli," yes, he is. But in terms of footballing experience, Mudryk's not even played 70 professional games of football, whereas Saka and Martinelli are way, way more established in that sense. So, like, the age thing, I get it, but you look at the experience of those players, and they've played a lot more football than any of our guys have, and that's the reality of the situation right now. Poch forcing Gallagher, bro, every game. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Chelsea fanatic, big up my guy. One thing for sure is Poch is setting up Chelsea pragmatically. Yep, I agree that he's setting up not to lose rather than to win. And I think that's a fair thing to say. Setting up to win. So he's setting up not to lose rather than setting up to win. That for me is the main thing. Yeah, Newcastle 8 goals today. There's no way we go to Sheffield United and score 8 goals today. We haven't even scored 8 goals this season, have we? Have we scored 8 goals this season? Fuck me, who knows? I don't even know that. News about Reece James. Could he feature against Fulham? I think on his Instagram, he said he'd be back soon. So let's see it. I'm going to have to scroll down to the bottom, people. There's so many stuff coming in. Apologies. Well, so we have to stick with Poch, but don't be surprised if we're in a relegation fight. I don't think we're in a relegation fight, but yeah. Yes, big up, my brother. It's tough out here. It's tough out here. There's no experience for these young players to look at. Totally agree on that front as well. You've got Raheem Sterling in the attacking wise. Ben Chilwell, I guess, counts as experience. But other than that, you've got Thiago Silva, and that's it. That is absolutely it. So, yeah. One positive of this with Kai getting 007. I mean, I don't really care about that. God, there's so much stuff coming in. Burnley are ahead of us. Are they actually? Nah, surely not. Mudryk will be fine. Yeah, no, I agree. I'm one of Mudryk's biggest backers. More than most. I'm one of Mudryk's biggest backers, people. So yeah, I believe in him, and he's been good in the last 2 games, despite what other people might think. All these Gallagher hate merchants. What else is Poch meant to do? Stats don't lie. We're one of the worst teams in the league. I personally don't hate Gallagher, but I don't think he should be starting for Chelsea every week. Yes, he started the season well, but there's no reason why he should be starting over Cole Palmer. He shouldn't be. He absolutely shouldn't be. And let me bring up what I was originally going to bring up, people, about the quotes about it being about the squad, because Pochettino did say something. Yeah, this was it here. Let me bring it up now. And look, you could say, is this something about the squad? Is this a dig about the squad? Or are we just looking too deeply into it? But he said after the game, yes, of course the owners are disappointed, but at the same time, they need to support the plan. Agreed. And this is where I would agree with this, right? Is that as an ownership, if this is the route you've decided to go down, then you've got to stick by it, even if the results are shit and things aren't going well. Because you've chosen to go down this route. You now have to back this, what you're doing, have faith in what you're doing, and give it the time to attempt for it to work. You've decided to go down this route. You've got to stick with it. And now this is here. This is the interesting bit. We have the squad we have. We need to try and build the confidence and give them all of the support they need. We have the squad we have. Now, look, I don't want to be one of those guys that reads too deeply into quotes. But we have the squad we have. Does that mean he's not happy with the squad? I'm not sure. Is that what he means? I don't know. But look, I think it's clear that he would have liked a more established number 9. I think we all would have liked a more prolific number 9. You know, someone that can put the ball in the back of the net. Would we have liked some more experience in the squad? Yeah, sure, absolutely. Is the squad what we want it to be right now? I don't know. I'm really not sure. I don't know if that happens either. I'll be honest, bro. I'm not sure it does. Poch has played Colwell left back every game this season. Like, he clearly doesn't rate Cucurella. And look, what I would say is, if you want to try and get money for Cucurella, then you want to at least have him play some football, because he's not playing any football. That's the issue. He's not playing any football. So all he is a depreciating asset on quite big money. That's the issue, guys. By the way, people, 10 likes away from 100. There's 162 in the building, guys, enjoying this depressing Sunday evening. So yeah, people, make sure you smash in the likes. 162 in the building, 91 likes. 9 more likes to go, guys. There's no reason why the like button should not be being smashed to pieces right now. And there's no reason why we shouldn't have a few extra subscribers either. So if you're new around here and you want to join the channel, become part of the community, and join us on the journey that is Chelsea Football Club this season. We're 2 subscribers away right now from 6.4k. Come on, guys. No excuses whatsoever to not be there. 6.4k. Let's get it done now, guys. No excuses, people. No excuses. So yeah, let's smash that like button. Anyway, Arsenal for life. Big up. Arsenal for life's in the building. Anyway, Poch has been complaining about experience for some time. Look, I'm not saying experience is the be all and end all. It absolutely isn't. But it's clear that there are a few problems, guys. There are a few problems. Yeah, people say this. They're like, look, Xabi Alonso, I think, is a great manager, 100%. I think he's doing a phenomenal job at Bayer Leverkusen. But people are like this. Oh, bring Xabi Alonso in. People don't understand, right, that changing the manager is not really going to change anything. I'm not sure why we keep going down this route over and over again, where we think changing the manager after 5 or 6 games is the answer. It simply isn't. It simply isn't the answer, people. I don't get it. I don't get it, guys. I really don't. Poch believes that Cole was a better left back than Chile. It's a bit of a problem, that, if he thinks that. No, absolutely not, brother. Absolutely not. Yes, big up, appreciated. But yeah, anyway, look, I don't know. Tell me where the next points are coming from. I don't know, mate. And that's the big problem. I don't know. And yeah, it's a big worry, guys. There's no 2 ways about it. It's a big, big worry, people. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say, guys. It's a real problem. And I've got fucking Aston Villa people texting me as well. Fuck's sake. I called it last week. Ollie Watkins. Yeah, first goal of the season. Inevitable. First goal of the season. Of course it was going to be here. Brother, enjoy the banter. Enjoy the banter. Your team is banter as well, but at least you got the win. At least you got the win. Poch needs to make his mind up, but he's playing mind games and is digging at lack of experience. Maybe. Experience can help to unlock defense if the game plan's not working. What also helps if the game plan's not working is playing some fucking players in their positions and getting more attackers on the pitch. That is absolutely what's going to help us. So yeah, look, is Poch having digs at the squad? I don't know. Do I like the squad? Yes. Is the squad ready to compete right now? No, it probably isn't. And that's the bad reality of the situation, guys. The squad isn't really ready to compete right now. Obviously, we've got no fucking gusto. No gusto now for 3 fucking games as well. Sent off. Not exactly what we're looking for there. But look, there are legitimate questions to be asked for sure, guys. Absolutely agree. Yeah. I don't know what to say about this, people. I don't know what to say, guys. I don't know what to say. And that pretty much sums it up as well. Chelsea have failed to score in 13 Premier League matches, 1-3 Premier League matches in 2023, more than any other side right now. It could be appealed. It could be appealed, but I doubt it. It's people up top, everything downhill after full takeover. Hoping this is part of the plan is the best we can do. Yeah, look, it's not looking good right now. I mean, it's not looking good at all. And the club is a bit of a mess from top to bottom right now. We've gone through a complete transition, and there doesn't really seem to be any plan for what's going to happen. So let me just bring this up as well quickly from Fabrizio Romano on his YouTube video. So saying that from Chelsea, it is the same message, a project and a long-term idea. No one is happy with the current situation among the owners. This is why Badad Agbali went into the dressing room to make them understand what the feeling is at the club. That's cool. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. But right now, I don't know if it's player mentality, but we are severely lacking in confidence. Severely lacking in confidence right now. And I don't know what we do. I don't really know what we do to change it. I don't know what we do to change it, people. But something needs to change, and something needs to change fast. How are we going to put the ball in the back of the net? How are we going to start playing a bit more of expansive football? Yep, we got Brighton Munich next week as well. I wonder what the owners are thinking. Apparently, no, he did. Chelsea need some more South Americans. I don't know if we do or not. This team just lacks experience and confidence. Couldn't score in a broth. Yeah, no, I totally agree. It lacks experience, and we are massively lacking confidence. You can just tell. No, if ever, I'll tell you what, if ever a picture summed up Chelsea Football Club, this is the picture. This is at 0-0 with Malo Gusto still on the pitch. What is that? What is that? I was sitting right behind the goal when this happened. Raheem Sterling, we're through 2-on-1 with a goalkeeper. This shot goes straight at the goalkeeper instead of tapping it to Jackson instead of sending it right to Jackson for a tap in. That is unbelievable as a professional footballer in that situation, how that has ended up straight at the goalkeeper rather than in the back of the net. And people can say, oh, it was flagged for offside afterwards, but it wasn't at the time. But the point's irrelevant because they didn't know at the time and they still fucked it. This is the problem. This is the issue right here. Raheem Sterling, who started the season reasonably well, decision-making is absolutely horrendous. And it always has been. It's been one of his worst things, his decision-making. His finishing's not much better, but at Man City, he got a lot more chances, and they used to win every week, so it didn't really matter. Raheem Shillings. Yeah, today, brother, was Raheem Shillings. I'll give you that. It absolutely was Raheem Shillings today. No two ways about it. It was Raheem Shillings today, people. But look at that. Just look at it. What are we doing? Like, it's fine to take that, but if you're going to take that on and not knock it to the right, you have to score. And you just put it straight at Emi Martinez. It's pathetic. It's not good enough. Not good enough. Poch scared of all Premier League teams. Why always defensive? Why set up like that? Though, of course, we all lack confidence. Sterling selfish. And it was. Or was it not offside? Wasn't offside. It wasn't even offside. That makes it even worse. That is absolutely criminal. Criminal behavior. But I mean, look, guys, we can talk about this all day. We'll take it back to the match. The team lineup today. Don't have an issue with the lineup. Yes, I would have obviously preferred. I would have preferred Chilwell at left back, Levi Colwill in the middle. Of course, I would have. I would have preferred Cole Palmer starting. But other than that, it just went to type. It just went to type. It just went to type. Yeah, it just went to type today. It's just standard. This is what happens, people. Rinse and repeat. Control C, Control V performances. And when people say Chelsea don't have a plan, we do have a plan. The plan's very clear, actually, in terms of we're investing in young talent for the future. But what the plan doesn't do is give us an idea of how we're going to achieve results short term. No, it wasn't. Apparently, it wasn't offside. Jackson's struggling a little bit. He needs some help up there. He needs some support. He's not getting it. Yeah, it's peak. It's peak. I've been saying that we didn't need to sign Sterling of all wingers available. Colwill could have gained more experience and confidence if Poch continued him in the middle. Yeah, I don't know why Colwill every single game is playing left back. I don't get that. I really don't get that. It's a tough one. It really is a tough one, guys, right now. It's of course you can have concerns about what's going on. You can absolutely have concerns about what's going on. But I say I'm fully behind the gaffer. I am fully behind the gaffer, and we just need to let him have a decent amount of time with a load of new players. I don't think that's an unreasonable thing to ask for. I really don't. Bro, evening, mate. Evening. Hope the dad life is treating you well, brother. Nah, look, I don't say it's. Look, I agree. I agree that it's a poor start to the league campaign. But what I also completely disagree with there is how are we going to achieve anything by switching a manager after 10 Premier League games? What does that do? Like, this team's not ready to win now. I don't know who comes in then and does any better right now. Please tell me who would come in 5 games time. Let's say in the international break, who comes in and does any better? Can someone please tell me, because that isn't the answer, and we have to move away from this idea that if 5 games into a season is exactly what we don't need. It's mental to be talking about different managers already. It really is. But what is inevitable with Chelsea right now? If it's copy and paste performances every day of the week, yeah, that's what we're getting right now. Oh, bro, come on. We're not doing this again, are we? We're not doing this again. Zizou. I mean, 1, the geezer can't even speak English. 2, he's totally unproven out of a very specific Real Madrid environment where, yes, they won 3 Champions Leagues in a row, but the team he had at his disposal was absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal team at his disposal. I'm not discrediting the work, but let's be honest, though. Zidane is not going to do anything with this Chelsea team. Absolutely nothing. There was a clause that Burnley has to spend 1 billion in the first 5 years. So could it be he did that in 2 years and he spent them on young players? Look, possibly, yeah. Look, for sure. The idea is long term. The plan is long term. Absolutely, it is. What else we got going on here? Zidane. What's worse is that we're not improving when we have a full week of training. That for me was the one of the biggest disappointments, is that Aston Villa played on Thursday night in Poland, lost 3-2. They've had a couple of days to prepare for this game. We've had a whole week, 1 whole week to prepare for this game, and we did that. I mean, seriously, like, we've got to do better. I mean, that's banter, of course. Big polls, still Chelsea FC can't score. Yeah, no, we can't score. We can't score. Mourinho's not the answer either. Look, people love the nostalgic thing. Look, of course, from a nostalgia point of view, it'd be great to have Mourinho back, but it's not going to happen, and that wouldn't be right either. Yeah, but you're acting like Pochettino's never managed a team, mate. Like, I would get that point to an extent if he'd never done anything in football. Look, he's got a good reputation in the game, and for me, he's better than Zidane. Yeah, okay, Zidane's got the Champions Leagues of Real Madrid, but the team at his disposal was unreal. And I think players are buying into it. Zidane, you go down a route where, look, you obviously respect him as a player, but what's he doing as a manager? I'm not saying he's on the same level as Frank Lampard, but Lampard doesn't command respect as a manager because he hasn't done it. Zidane has done it in a very unique environment. Is Zidane good enough to be a Premier League manager? I don't know. Could he be? Yes. Has he got the credentials to suggest that he could come into what's going on at Chelsea right now and make a huge improvement? That's a massive no for me. That's a massive no. Yeah, Cristiano and Bale. Yeah. Forgetting on who on earth would want the job. I agree. What else is going on here? Honestly, I may be one of the few people who's not too broken up about today's loss. We have a young squad, and it's moments like this that shape them up mentally. Winning mentality. No, I look. I agree with this. I agree. And what a big thing that's not helping is don't know what the best team is. That's a huge problem. Not knowing what the best team is, mate. We can definitely agree on that one. We can agree on that one for sure. The young players need time for sure. But how Look, whether you think the project's crap or not is a different situation. It's a different point of view. Like, we're doing something very different. Chelsea now is not what Chelsea used to be under Roman. So the quicker we can remove ourselves from thinking that's what Chelsea is, that's what Chelsea was. Chelsea's Chelsea's not what it used to be right now. Okay, we're going down a completely different view, a completely different way of doing things, new identity, new recruitment, etc. Completely new from top to bottom. When you have that many wholesale changes from top to bottom, there's going to be a few teething issues. We've got teething issues right now, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating where we don't really seem like we're looking like we're going to score in a month of Sundays, as the Magic Man Paul Merson says. But like, it's what's the solution then? What's the solution? Because defensively we're sound. We don't let many goals in, but I can tell you right now what will happen in our next. No, it doesn't guarantee anything. It absolutely, I fully agree with you, bro. I fully agree with you that it doesn't guarantee anything improves. But just on the flip side, how we've done over the years, signing established players with a lot of experience and good track records, that also doesn't guarantee you success either. It really doesn't. I mean, it's mad to think just 2 years ago we won the Champions League in Porto. A lot's changed since then, but that papered over a lot of cracks, made people think the team was much, much better. But look, it doesn't. But then experience doesn't guarantee you that either, you know. And certainly at Chelsea, it seems to be that we really struggle with recruitment. It's the cup game. I'll talk about that in the week. What was the reaction like after the game? Yeah, mate, there were loads of empty seats, mate. There's 11 minutes added on. Look, fans are entitled to do whatever they want to do. Whether they pay their money, if they want to stay right to the end, or they want to leave 10 minutes early, that's their prerogative. For me, I will never ever leave a game early. I'll be there from the first minute until the last Chelsea player has left the football pitch. That is when That's when I'll be there. Reaction after the game, standard. A few boos here and there. Yeah, just flat, deflated, exactly as you would expect. How many? I don't know what the next 5 are, but not many. I wouldn't have thought. I remember Chelsea in the 80s. It wasn't pretty yet. Yeah, catch you later, brother. Catch you later. But yeah, look, people. I mean, right, for me, it's not the answer. And look, I'm not saying that but we'd have people in this fan base, and I'm not saying people in the chat, and I'm not saying whatever, but we would have people in this fan base that genuinely would have been hounding out Jurgen Klopp and Pep Guardiola after their first season. Like that's what I'm saying. Like fourth in the league for City first season with Pep. They're starting from a totally different point as well, a lot more established. That team had already been winning. They were fourth in the year. Klopp, I think they came 8th in his first season or 6th in his first season or whatever. So, like, patience is required. It is required, but it's also perfectly acceptable to ask questions, and it's totally acceptable to be demanding better results in the short term and not just say it's a project, so these short-term results don't matter, because these short-term results absolutely matter more than you can believe. We need to get those. Not much, mate. I think he's still got the backing of the fans. Obviously, there's a minority that online that are potch out and are already, which I think is ridiculous. But look, there's also an acknowledgement that we need to do better. There's also an acknowledgement that we need to do better. We absolutely do need to do better. No two ways about it. But results have got to pick up in the next month or so. Otherwise, we could be in a situation where fans' opinions might start to have a bit more relevance. You know, look, I think are we in trouble? It's not looking good, is what I'd say. It's not looking good. The game today was just a carbon copy of what we've seen. I'll get to this. I'll get back to that in a sec. Gusto red card, a blessing. Look, I think it will finally see Levi Cole at centre back because Trevor Chalobah is not fit. Disasi will have to go to right back. Fofana's out. So yeah, I think so. I think so. Maybe that's finally what we'll see. Maybe that is finally what we see. But I don't know. What have we got here? Poch hasn't had his near his full complement of players, judging when he does. I also agree on that. I do agree on that. Anyone you ask would have this team set up a completely different way. Yeah, no, I see that. Do you want to look at that lineup today and believe the hype and potential of these players? Look, for me today, Cole Palmer should be starting. The 3 substitute appearances he's made so far, he should be starting. He has to be starting. I think Poch is playing handbrake first football. He's setting up to not lose rather than setting up to win. But I look at the lineup today and I think, look, there's exciting players in the team. There's players that I like. But there's also a realization that clearly the team is not really ready to start winning right now. It's nowhere near ready. But I believe in the potential of a lot of these players. They're not all going to work out. I also fully accept they're not all going to work out. I really do believe. Was all this upheaval necessary? That's a legit question. That is a legit question. Was it necessary? I think the squad revamp was 100% needed and a mass clear out was needed. Absolutely. But was everything else needed to go along with it? I don't know. Did it need to be done this quickly? I'm not sure. Maybe it didn't. But if you're going to make the changes, then you might as well just get on with them and do them. In my opinion, you might as well do that. What else have we got going on here? Yeah, right. Big up to the Geordies. Fair player. Cracking win today on the road at Sheffield United. Sanchez has been good the last 2 games. Been our best player. Maybe. If we're winless next one today, I don't see any. No, look, sacking the manager, I promise you people, sacking the manager is not the answer to what we're trying to do right now. It is not the answer, guys. We let Oba go for nothing with no experience at centre forward. Oba was shit, though. I feel sad to see Chelsea players playing to it. You guys are just cursed after winning. Yeah, I mean, we're in the new Club World Cup next year. So yeah, great stuff. And maybe Bruno Guimaraes' new contract, £100 million release clause, or just upwards of that. Maybe we'll come knocking, pal. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah. No, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. It's hard sometimes, mate. It is hard sometimes. It is tough, but yeah, we keep grinding. We keep grinding, brother. We keep grinding. I think Jose and JT would be better. I think we're going down a nostalgic route. Yeah, he would. Roman would have sacked him. No, we're not. No one's accepting anything. But this is the route we've gone down, and it's not changing. So that, like, I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say. Things need to improve. Things aren't the best right now. Things have been mistaked. Mistakes have been made. Too many changes have been made too quickly. Pochettino's got questions to answer. I'm fully aware of all these things. Nah, bro. I've already said in the group chat that bet's not happening, brother. That bet's not happening. Yeah, the team's massively unbalanced. It's very, very unbalanced. It's like you've got fucking 50 kilos on one side of the scale and 3 kilos on the fucking other side. It's not making any sense. No, I'm only on the wind up, man. I'm only on the wind up. Kim Min Jae is not going to come to Chelsea in January. He went to Bayern last summer. What else have we got popping off? Whichever manager comes in now, should have taken Vlahovic, an opportunity to take a wild card and spurned it. Look, I think maybe we go for what's his name? We go for Ivan Toney in January. Let's wait and see. But yeah, look, the game today, standard, par for the course, people. There's not even much to analyze. We don't take our chances. We make a mistake. We give up a chance. We get a red card. Rinse and repeat, people. Rinse and repeat. No, we did beat Wimbledon. We are in the Carabao Cup 3rd round, guys. We are in the Carabao Cup 3rd round. So let's enjoy that. Let's enjoy that. We are in the Carabao Cup 3rd round. It's getting a little bit hot in here. I can't lie. Carabao Cup 3rd round settings, people. That's what we're on. That is what we're on. What else is popping off here? We did. I like to admit when I'm wrong. Conference League qualification for Chelsea was way too ambitious. Look, yeah, it's going to be a big one. November the 6th, I think it is. The Monday night football. We're coming to town. Hopefully we can get a win. A lot can change between now and then, but Spurs good performance today. James Maddison is cooking. Poch is staying. Look how long Potter got. Yeah, no, he is. The sooner we remove this idea that getting rid of the manager is the right answer, then the better we'll feel. Better we'll feel. What else is popping off, people? They're just, yeah. Look, today, not really much to say, guys. We're not in a great place right now. We're not in a great place right now. I fully accept that. I fully accept that. Jackson again. His games haven't been the best. Haven't been the best, people. But what do we do? Look, he lacks ball striking. His decision making is not great at the moment. Hasn't got top class positional sense as an out and out leading striker. So we've got to look at the market in January. I know it seems ridiculous, but we do. Or hope that Broja can be the saving grace. But we're struggling for goals big time. I don't know how we change that. I don't know how we change it, people. But the cold hard reality of the situation right now is 1 win in 6. Players are playing out of position. The young talent doesn't seem to be developing that quickly at the moment. Proactive subs aren't taking place. And the biggest issue for me right now is, and every Chelsea fan knows this, as soon as we go a goal down, it's finished. We're done. As soon as it goes a goal down, we're done. Game over. As soon as it's 1-0 down, we're not winning that game. The best we can get is a draw. The best we can get is a draw. And that's the problem. That mentality massively needs to lose. When we go 1 down or face any adversity, that's it. 1 game a week. Everyone said 1 game a week, including myself, that more time to work on the training ground should work in our favour. Yes, it's only 6 games. I'm not writing it off, but the evidence so far suggests that's not happening. So, yeah, it is what it is right now, people. It is what it is right now. It's tough out here. It's tough out here. I don't know what more I can add, really, other than we're in trouble. We are in trouble, people. No two ways about it. Look, I really don't know. I don't really know what to say. Boo's at full time. We know that. We know that. We know that. Yeah, it's peak. I mean, look, Poch needs to hit the ground running because we know what the run of games is coming up next. We know what the run of games is. Like it's really tough after the international break. These first few fixtures were exactly what we looked at it as a good start. We looked at it as a good start, and we needed to get points on the board ASAP. And we haven't done that. We needed to hit the ground running, and we didn't so far. But yeah, I mean, look, you can say today, for example, what could we do with 10 men? But even if Gusto doesn't get sent off, we're not winning that game of football. We're simply not winning that game of football. We had no hope there was no hope in the stands. The people I was sitting around today, we all said it. We know exactly how this game's going to go. We've seen this script time and time again, but we haven't seen any patterns of all the patterns of play that we saw in preseason, all the confidence we saw in preseason. We haven't seen that. We haven't seen that. Again today, Enzo is a 10 with Gallagher playing deeper. Why is that not switched round? Colwell left back, as I said. Mudryk always the first one subbed. What role was Cole Palmer been signed for in the squad? Why is he being benched for Gallagher? I do agree. It is pathetic that that's the best that we can produce with a whole week's training is these performances. Like, that's mad. Let's just let that sink in, people. Like, how can that be the best we're producing? How can that be the best we're producing after a week's training? A week's training, people, and that's the best we're doing. That's not good enough. Not good enough. Pochettino will not take Chelsea anywhere. Look, I'm not sure. Look, if people want to decide that after 6 games, fine. That's their prerogative, their opinions. But it's an absolutely ridiculous thing to be coming to that conclusion after 6 games, in my opinion. How sure are you with these? Are you that these players are still playing for Poch? You might have lost. I'm not in the dressing room. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, it was peak, bro. It was, mate. It was peak. But at what point do you say this is a Chelsea issue? Like in terms of scoring goals, because these players have scored goals other elsewhere in their careers at other teams, and it's not a small sample size right now. Whatever maybe it's just Chelsea. Maybe we're not conducive to providing strikers with a good environment to perform in, because right now there's a large sample size of evidence that suggests that maybe the players aren't the problem, and maybe Chelsea's the problem, and maybe the managers aren't the problem. It's the club, it's the system, it's the tactics, it's the infrastructure, it's the environment that we're providing. Are we providing an environment that's conducive to playing good football? Are we providing an environment that's conducive to giving players confidence? Because right now we're in a situation where we are having player after player not succeed, and that for me is a bigger worry. You've got players come in with big reputations in the game. They come to Chelsea, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So yeah, we're in problems, people. We are in problems. There's no getting away from it. There is no getting away from it. We are in problems. We are in problems. I don't really know. Uh, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't have the answer to all the questions. Jackson needs a 10 behind it. Look, I think Nkunku coming back is going to make a big difference, of course, when that does come. But that's January. We've got fucking ages until that happens again. We have got absolutely ages until that happens. So I think for me, what I don't understand is we've signed Cole Palmer. Why don't we just go and do what we were doing in pre-season, but just put Cole Palmer there? He's looked bright when he's playing. So I don't get it. I don't get it at all. For me, what we need to do, all I want to see, I'm not saying it's gonna like suddenly change anything. I just want to see Colwell at centre back, Chilwell at left back, Caicedo and Enzo as a pivot, Palmer as a 10, Mudryk on the left hand side. Can we please just see that? Please, can we just see that? It's not asking for much. It's not asking for much. Yeah, it is. The scoring thing's not new. The scoring thing is not new. It's always been a problem. It's been a problem for time, people. It's been a problem for time. There's no denying it. It's been a massive problem, guys. There's no escaping it. There is no escaping it right now. It's been a problem. It's been a problem for a long time. There's no getting away from it right now. No getting away from it right now. But yeah, it is what it is. What can we say? What can we do? What can we do? I don't know. I don't know. We have confidence issues now. It's going to take time to get better. We need a win as quickly as possible. Just an absolutely shithouse win. I don't know, brother. I don't know, brother. We need to do it. We need to do it. We've got to stop playing Gallagher, in my opinion. Not because he's shit, but we need to stop playing him. We just need to play Cole Palmer because he's better in that role. Simple as that. Cole Palmer has to start more. Ian Martson not really getting much of a look in either at the moment, which is strange considering he's shone in pre-season. I don't get that either. I don't know. I don't have the answers to this, but I couldn't have said it better. So Cole Palmer's. It's not difficult to play players in their positions. Why is it such a Chelsea thing to play players not in their position? I just don't get it. What are we achieving by doing that? What are we achieving, people? I don't get it at all. I just don't get it. What are we achieving? It doesn't look like we're achieving anything by doing that. It really doesn't. But yeah, it shouldn't be difficult. It shouldn't be difficult. The Mudryk thing is again a problem. Again is a problem. It's so annoying that he had to go on. It's so annoying. Yeah, it's peak. It's peak right now, people. I mean, yeah, I don't know, guys. What else we got going on here? Gallagher's like, yeah, we can understand things to change. How Poch doesn't. Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah, bro, it's tough. It's tough right now. But we go again on Wednesday. Luckily, we've got to get another game really quick. Yes, I know it's in the cup, but we don't have to sit on this defeat for too long. At least we haven't got to sit on it for a week. But yeah, look, we go again Wednesday, people. Simple as that. Simple as that. Guys, I've completely forgotten about it. I'm going to get into the... Yeah, I don't have the answers, people. I don't have the answers. I don't. No, you can't. I agree. From being a part of London, maybe. Look at Messi and Neymar output under Poch, a clear dip. So can we agree Poch needs to change the setup, and if he doesn't change, no, no. Look, look, things need to change 100%. There's no denying it. People, things need to change. Um, and when you know, and when your man of the match twice has been Robert Sanchez in the last two games, then yeah, that's a bit of a problem. That is a bit of a problem. There's no denying it. There's no denying it at all. I totally agree. No denying it, people. That there's a problem. But guys, I'd almost forgotten about the player ratings. Yeah, no, I am sure that sacking him's not the answer, because what's that going to change? What does that change? Someone else comes in and has the same issues. Like it's not going to make it any different. It's not going to make it any different. Um, it's been a cycle. Hope, pray, just let us down. Repeat. Yeah, agreed, brother. I think 6 games is too early to suggest that he can't handle a big job. I wouldn't be comfortable with that. Yeah, no, he has been awful the last few games, but that for me that's on the manager, because he shouldn't be playing as a number 10. He's a deep lying playmaker, yet he's still being played as a 10. It doesn't make sense to me. This is what I mean: misprofiling of players, misprofiling of players. I don't get it, people. I don't get it. I really don't. I really don't. Um, I really don't get it. But yeah, here we are. Sterling and Gallagher both are work hard and not smart players. Both do. I agree. It's not Poch. The players are shite. Look, it's bits of both. It is bits of both for sure. We're not going to. Brighton aren't going to give us deserving. Look, we need to move away from thinking that getting another manager is the right thing to do. It's not. Um, Look, I think there's an element of stubbornness about Poch, but there's also an element of, look, I believe in what I'm doing, and despite the results not showing that, this is the way that I'm going to play, and this is the way that I want to go. If that's what he wants to do, then fair enough, fair enough. I get it. But yeah, game wasn't televised. I'm just going to get the ratings up, people, before rounding this one out. Let's have a look. What am I bringing up? Yep. Here we go. So let's get into these ratings then, guys. Get involved in the chat. People, make sure you keep subscribing to the channel and keep running those likes up. We could definitely hit 150 likes, guys. I know there's just under 100 watching now, but there's been good numbers tonight. I know it's because we've lost again, but we're, 29 likes away from 150? Let's try and get it done. Let's try and get it done, people. Keep running those likes up. Anyway, let's rattle through these player ratings, people. Get involved in the chat with your thoughts on the player ratings as well, guys. Robert Sanchez, for me, probably our best player today. Probably our best player. And that kind of says it all. 2 great saves, one from Luca Digne and one from Nicolo Zaniolo. Distribution was all good in that. Look, I thought it was a good performance. And last 2 games has been our best player, and he's definitely growing into this goalkeeping position at Chelsea for sure. He is growing into it. I thought he was decent today, people. I'll be giving Sanchez a 7. I think today I'll be giving him a 7. I think that's pretty fair. Let me know in the chat whether you agree or disagree. I'll go for actually, I think I'll give him a 7.5. I thought he was really good today. Obviously, Gusto picked up the red card. Yeah, again, I agree. 3 left backs on the bench today. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. That I think that's the thing that we can all agree with. That 3 left backs on the bench makes 0 sense at all. Makes 0 sense. But look, Sanchez 7.5. Look, yes, I know he was slightly at fault for the goal. But yeah, look, I give him a 7.5. Gusto, red card aside, I thought before the red card, he's one of the best players on the pitch. Obviously, he gets sent off. Not ideal, but he gets forward well, put a couple of dangerous balls into the box. For me, what would I give Gusto? I mean, the red card does take that mark down slightly, of course. The red card does take the mark down. But what do we reckon, guys? What do we reckon? The red card takes the mark down, but I don't know. What are we saying, guys? What are we saying for Big Gusto? I think I'll probably give it. I think a 6 is fair. I think I'll probably give him a 6. I think I'll probably give him a 6. Because I thought Gusto's. I totally disagree. I totally disagree. I don't think Gusto was poor at all. I'd give Gusto a 6 today. I thought Sanchez was really good today. I'd give Gusto a 6. You know, the red card obviously takes it down a bit, but I thought he was one of our best players before he got sent off. But yeah, I'll give Gusto the 6. Let's move on to Thiago Silva now. I think the red card was a little bit harsh. Fair, fair. Different opinions. I just don't agree that Gusto was poor today. I thought he was pretty decent. So yeah, what else have we got going on here? Let's move on to the middle with Thiago Silva then. I'll probably give him a 5 today. 5.5. He just look. It's a big mistake from him for the goal, getting caught that high up the pitch. Not optimal from him at all. But look, he was still decent. He still had some good reading of the game. Not one of his better games, but he wasn't horrendous. But for sure, you know, at fault for a big part to play in the goal. It's a mistake in the build up, and you can't afford to do that. It was a mistake in the build up from him. But I disagree with that. I do disagree with that. I thought Silva was pretty decent today. I don't buy into that fact that he was crap, because he wasn't. But look, I think probably a 5.5 is fair today for Thiago Silva in my mind. 5.5. I actually thought the Sassy was good today. You know, he was solid. And then particularly in that second half, he showed more attacking intent than pretty much all of the attackers, maybe bar Cole Palmer. So I thought the Sassy had a good game in general. He's going to be our right back now for the next few games. So yeah, I give the Sassy a 6. I think he was slightly better than Palmer, not than Palmer, sorry, than Thiago Silva. So yeah, I'll give him the 6. I'll give him the 6. Levi Colwell today, again playing at left back. It does limit his game. I thought he was okay, to be perfectly honest. I actually thought he was probably out of the back four. He probably played the best. You know, left back does limit him. But yeah, I'd probably give him a. I think he's a smidge better than Gusto. I think I'll give him a 6.5. Colwell. Look, he doesn't. Look, it's clear that he's not a left back. He probably doesn't want to play left back. He is a centre back, but he did well today. He played well. I'd give him the 6.5. I would give him that. That for me is where we're at with the defensive ratings. Yeah, maybe Disassi up front. What I give Pochettino? Maybe 3 today. Maybe 3. Poch seems like he is scared to drop him. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But let's move into the midfield then, guys. Let's start with Moises Caicedo. Obviously subbed again. Was playing with strapping on his knee, but he wasn't the best today. I'll be totally honest. He wasn't the best. I probably struggled to get into the game. I think, to be fair, probably Caicedo's had a yeah, I don't know. There's definitely some that aren't, but there are some that are as well. Probably emotional reactions. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. The game's the game, people. The game is the game. Caicedo, difficult start to the season, for sure. Difficult start at Chelsea. Playing with strapping on his knee. I think just average today. I think just average. I'll be honest. I'll give him. I'll give Caicedo 5. Not what we're expecting, but I haven't got any concerns about him. He will grow into this team. He'll be a top player for us. Let's rattle through to Conor Gallagher now. Nkunku won't be the saver. He's not the number 10 that we need. Look, I think Nkunku will definitely improve things. There'll be that link up with Jackson. Enzo will have someone to feed the ball to. But yeah, I don't think it's going to make a huge, such a major impact that like people are potentially claiming it will. But let's move on to Conor Gallagher. Works hard, gets around the pitch. We know that. Look, I think just a bit better than average today. I'd say a bit better than average. I'll probably give him a 6.5. You know, Gallagher. I thought he was all right. I don't think he was terrible, but you know, you do need more. You do need more. So maybe 6.5 is a bit high. I'll probably give him a 6. I think a 6 is fair for Conor Gallagher. For me, I'll give him a 6. In my opinion, so let's get a 6 next to Gallagher. But for me, I don't want to see him. He can't be a regular starter for Chelsea. He just can't. I'm sorry, he can't. We should be playing Enzo in the pivot and Cole Palmer in the 10 right now. That is what we should be doing. But anyway, let's move on to Raheem Sterling. I thought he was absolutely awful today. I thought he was awful, Raheem Sterling, today. I really did. Decision making's horrific. Feels like he's playing with a blindfold on at times, just running into people, turning back, no attacking intent from him, heavy first touches, and then that absolutely criminal situation where we've got a 2-on-1, he just squares it as a tap in for Jackson, and he puts it straight at the goalkeeper. Horrendous. I'm fed up with Raheem Sterling. Yes, he started the season well, but that sort of stuff is just pathetic. Absolutely rubbish. It really was poor today. Really poor. So, to be honest with Sterling, I've got to probably give him a 2. Dreadful. Absolutely dreadful today. Enzo Fernandez, again, struggled in that number 10 role. He's not a 10. I don't know why he plays more advanced and Gallagher plays deeper. We need to switch that. We need to switch that. But for me, Enzo, it was a tough game in the 10. A tough game in the 10, people. It really was a tough game in the 10. It wasn't a good game from him. It really wasn't. Did I mark Enzo? Yeah. I'll probably say it's a 4. I'll probably say it's a 4 for Enzo today. Just not really at it. The 10's not his position. So yeah, just didn't struggle to have influence on the game. So it's a 4 for me. Let's move on to Mykhailo Mudryk then. So I think one of his best games for Chelsea today. Yes, big yourself up, Technical Football, new subscriber in the building. By the way, guys, if you're locked in now and you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button, people. It's free, it takes seconds, and it really, really helps me out. And continue to smash the likes. We're 25 likes away from 150. So let's try and get to it. Yeah, we lost, mate. We lost. It is what it is. Not much that can be done. But yeah, look, Mudryk today with great stuff. A fantastic reverse pass to send Jackson through, but it didn't quite happen. Other occasion, he put a great ball across the box. He's direct. His first thought is to play forward, which is good. And he is getting better and better. But we just now need to get past the stage where he's the first player subbed off. So, there are improvements. I'm glad he started again. 2 wins, 2 games in a row. He needs to start again in the cup. Let's just keep his confidence going. But I'd give him a 6. I think I'll give him a 6 today. I'll give him a 6 today. I thought he was good today. I really did. I'll give him a 6. And then we move on to Nicholas Jackson, people, to round this one out. He got his 5th booking of the season. He's got a 1-game ban. Yeah, it wasn't great from him today. Obviously, had the header disallowed. For offside. But again, hold-up play wasn't good. Link-up play wasn't good. He didn't really do an awful lot. I'll be totally honest. He didn't do much. He did not do much, guys. That's the reality of the situation. He didn't do a lot. And to be perfectly honest, his performances are waning at the moment. They are dipping a little bit. But what can we do? What can we do, people, on that? Because look, Jackson's struggling. He needs help up there. Broya came back today, first minute since December. Difficult circumstances. Can't really look too much into that. We need Jackson to come good fast, and we need January to come fast because we desperately need a centre forward because Jackson's going off to the AFCON in January. So then what happens there? But yeah, I'll give Jackson a 4 today. Not a good performance from him. And yeah, no, we can beat Fulham and Burnley. Yeah, of course, for sure. And wins change a lot of things in football. But my problem is, bro, that we don't really look like doing that. That's my issue. We don't look like doing that at this point in time. That is the problem, people. So, yeah, it is what it is right now. That's the issue. That is the issue. I don't get it. I really don't get it, people. But yeah, look, that's where we are right now. The run of games that we have, I can see us only having 15 points after 15 games. Maybe. Let's wait and see. Play the youngsters in their best positions and they'll grow together into a team of winners. Look, we need to play in the best positions. We need consistency. We need continuity. We know all this. Dipping in form because confidence is really getting low. I agree with that. But yeah, look, guys, been going an hour and a half now. I'm starving. Those are the player ratings. Another L for Chelsea. Another dark day. But yeah, guys, I'll be back tomorrow. Make sure you 5 things we learned from this game will be dropping at 12:30 on the channel tomorrow. And I should be back live tomorrow. If not, I'll be back live Tuesday. But definitely 5 things we learned from Chelsea 0, Aston Villa 1, dropping on the channel at 12:30 tomorrow. Make sure you stay locked in for that one. Also, guys, if you've not checked out the match vlog, make sure you head over now to watch that. It's on the channel. Please do go and give it a like and watch the video. But yeah, guys, dark times. Let's stick together. It's tough. We're not doing well. It's really shit to see. We move on to Wednesday. Chelsea, Brighton in the Carabao Cup. But yeah, let's do it, people. We'll be back. The sun will shine on us again. I don't know when, but another frustrating performance, another frustrating afternoon for us. Please, on the way out, guys, 2 favors. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I'll be back tomorrow, guys. Up the Chelsea. Take care. Peace out, guys.